Introducing Selectist.com. This is a story of a book. Years ago, I walked into a bookshop. I was aimlessly browsing when the shop owner approached me and said, "Tell me 3 books you've read and loved, and I'll recommend something for you." So I told her 3 recent favorites. She thought for a moment, pulled out a book, and said, "You'd love this one." So I bought it, read it, and of course I loved it. Since then, I've tried to find more books that I love, and what I've found is that even though there are so many books available, and blogs, forums, and social media dedicated to discussing and reviewing books, it's still very difficult to find new books that I love. So, inspired by that bookstore owner I met, we decided to change the way the web recommends. Introducing Selectist. It's based on human curation and data mining, and built on the idea of a recommendations list. Firstly, we enable people to share their love and opinion of books by creating lists of their favorites. We've kept it super simple. They simply give us a list title, 3 to 5 books, a short recommendation for each, and a category. Each list is a rich source of data, and we analyze it to understand the relationship between different content items. Based on this, we can offer personalized, accurate recommendations. Users simply tell us a few of their top books, and we offer them recommendations. Now, compare that to how retailers and media companies currently handle recommendations. They use collaborative filtering. That is, people who looked at this also looked at that. There's several issues with this. Firstly, it's an inferred relationship. Just because a user has looked at 2 books, it doesn't mean that they're related. Selectist, though, understands the relationship between items because our users have told us so explicitly, and that gives us more relevant recommendations. Secondly, there's no indication of quality. Just because a customer has viewed or even bought a book doesn't mean that they recommend it or have even read it. But Selectist knows that everything we recommend was read and was loved by our users. And that's how we'll deliver personalized, high-quality recommendations and change the way the web works. Speaking of recommendations, here's 3 reasons why MURU-D should choose us. Firstly, we've got a great team. I'm Michael and I specialize in digital marketing. Using search, affiliates and email, I signed up the first 250,000 users for a mobile community startup, which was later acquired by Vodafone. My technical co-founder, Da Peng, is an expert in web development. He's started a bunch of companies himself and is currently CTO at a StartMate-funded startup. Together, we've been working on this for the last 6 months. We've built a minimum viable product and started talking to users. The second reason is that we think we're a great fit with MURU-D. We're purely digital with global aspirations. We can test, iterate, and deploy quickly. And finally, it's a big, exciting idea. We want to power the web's media recommendations. We're starting with books, but eventually we want to be the first place people go for recommendations on music, movies, and video games too. We want to partner with retailers like Dimmix and media companies like Spotify and Netflix to power their recommendations. We want to change the way the web recommends. We know we've got a long way ahead of us, and we would love your support. Shortlist us, and next time we meet, I promise to show even more progress. Thanks for listening.